Dear friends, it is good to see you once again. I am Finn of Owen Macha, and at the moment I am still stuck in Corcreha, or as the place you may know as Christown. But hopefully it won't be too long before we're all reunited once again at Navan Fort. Do you know, I was sitting looking at the children playing today, and they were playing my most favourite sport, hurling. And it reminded me of the greatest warrior who ever lived. You may know him as his legendary name, but that wasn't always his name. He was a boy who was born south of the borders of Ulster. He was born just close to the River Boyne, and his mother was the sister of the great king, King Conor MacNessa. And when Setanta was about the age of 8, he begged his uncle, could he come to Owen and join the Red Branch Warriors and train to become one of the famed warriors of Ulster. Conor laughed at him and said, no, you're far too young. And look at all the size of you. But Setanta begged and begged and begged, until finally his uncle gave in and said, come to Owen. Now he still was too young to join the Red Branch, but he made an impact. He was a fierce hurler. For all the size of him, it never stopped his grit on the hurling field, and everybody was feared of him. One night there was a great feast being held at Cullen's. King Conor decided that he would take his nephew with him to show him off to Cullen, his prized sword maker. Now Setanta, being Setanta, was so busy playing hurling, he ignored his uncle's pleas to make sure he would be at Cullen's fort before the sun set. Why? Well, when the sun set, Cullen would lock the doors of his fort. No one could get in, because guarding his feasting hall and his dwelling filled with his prized sources was the fiercest wolfhound in all the lands. Did Setanta listen? No, he didn't. He kept playing hurling, and all of a sudden he looked at the sky and he could see the sun was setting, and he realised he was late. And he ran as fast as he could run. It was to no avail. The gates had locked, the sun had just set. Oh, Setanta didn't know what to do. What was he going to do? Well, being a young boy with no fear, he looked at the palisade surrounding Cullen's and he thought, I'll climb over it. And he climbed over it. And what did he hear but a snarl? Not just any snarl, the snarl of the largest, most ferocious wolfhound in all the land. Its jaws were so big it would rip a man in half. And before young Setanta could know anything, the dog came running towards him, leapt through the air. What did Setanta do? He took the hurl and the slither he had in his hand, rolled it back and hit it with every force of muscle he had. The ball flew through the air, hit the dog. The dog yelped and died. Everybody inside the feasting hall heard the commotion and thought, what is going on? And they ran outside, and standing over the panting, dying dog was the young Setanta. Well, Cullen erupted in fury. King Conor burst out laughing. Cullen said, Conor, how dare you stand laughing? Is this your nephew? Conor said, indeed it is. He said, look, he's just killed my prized dog. Conor said, he wasn't that much of a dog. If that boy could kill him, he was no guard for your compound. I tell you what, Cullen, you will have this young boy to guard your dwelling until you get another hound trained. And at that point everybody cheered and said, Setanta, no more, you're now known as Cuchulainn, the Hound of Cullen, and eventually the Hound of Ulla, the greatest warrior who ever lived. And remember, in times of weakness, we all have great strength. Till the next time, farewell.